Yes, hello everyone. I was waiting a little bit for the ads to stop, but I think they're good now. And welcome back again to another stream. Oh, I forgot to do them. But Lady Nina, hi. Welcome. We're doing another week stream today because we're getting really far. I did a lot of off-stream work because I didn't want to do my homework. But yeah, we're getting close to the end. It's like look at all that hair, and I do think I'm gonna need to make a few more. Yeah, like I especially love this one, but I want a little bit more, and I think because I've got with everything that's pinned down, I've got like 4 left, so I'm gonna make 10 more. I don't know if I'll do that today. But I have them hanging on my, I already cut the length. Because I did make these shorter. they are like at least 4 centimeters shorter on the edge. And this will be cut and stuff and made prettier. But it's a length that I'm happy with. The one that I have before, because that's just way too long. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do today till I think around 10 p.m. Maybe 10:30, but I'll have to see. But yes, that's what we're doing today. We're making a beautiful wig. Because I did a lot. Because funny thing, we're on 69 hours on this wig. We reached the funny number, or at least I reached the funny number. Haha. Yeah. Got a little hairy. But yeah. Yep. I'm gonna set a timer again. Ooh. And cappuccino. Hi. Welcome. How is everyone doing, by the way? Are they having a lovely Friday or whatever day it is where you are? Oh, yes. Good. But hi. Hi. But yeah, what I need to do is like, I pinned these, so I haven't sewn these on yet. But I need to do this little circle, which I'm gonna do today. And then maybe start on where the separation is. But I do want to see before that if I want to change this part here. Because I'm not sure how I'm gonna do what I want to do. Yes, emo hair. Brr. But for now, I have these clips, which I'm gonna take off because they don't really help a lot. Because we're sewing it gets in the way and stuff. Just so that these get separated good enough. And we're gonna start over here. The most annoying angle. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Sorry if it's very bright again. Or sewing this is just because I can make it stand up and stuff, which is nice. But it's still a very weird angle to sew. And also a weird angle to show as well. Don't really have a good way of showing all of this. But yeah, I've done a lot of work on that. I also started on sewing a few things for the hat as well. Yes, there it is. I was looking for my scissors. So yeah, that's also some good news. So I started on that. I should probably grab it in a minute. I'll sew this. I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna move them because I'm not that happy with it yet. So, and I can still change it now, so that's the good thing. But yeah, sorry if it's a really weird angle, like I said. I'm trying my best, but it looks very weird. It looks to be weird. See if this is a better angle, because I do think I want a bit more in the back here. And then glued it a bit together. But yeah, I do want to make a few more. And then in total, I have used around 112, I think it was. I calculated it because why not? And it's a lot more than what I used for the other wig that I made, which is not bad. I mean, that's okay. So I'm gonna get this out of here. So I can, oh, it's free. Gonna give it a little shake. And it's so long. Woo! Like I said, it's very long. Wait, I'm gonna show it on the other screen because it looks very funny. Like, I just have a mob of hair now. I'm gonna style this eventually, but it's just so long. Whee! Oh, it looks so funny, but it does look good. I just need to put a little bit more. I need to make it a lot prettier on the top, but I am happy with it. I am happy. I'm happy with it and how it's looking so far. It's looking pretty, oh so pretty. And I do want to try it on as well at one point, because I still have it pinned on. So because it's very slippery, the material that it's made out of, but it's like, because it's the cheaper version and whatnot. And yeah. Found that. Thank you. That's why I like to keep it like that way, because the hair's gonna get stuck with the thread and I don't like that. So yes, was there anything? I don't know what else to say, to be honest, but it's been a nice day, a really weird week so far as well. Like, I should have made a lot of homework, I know, but like, I really wanted to do something for the cosplay as well. So I did a bunch for the wig. I finished all the new wefts, which are shorter. Which really helped me to get this far today as well. And I also started on the hat. which is exciting. Because that means, I'm just gonna grab it, because I do want to talk about it as well. Where's my mouse? There's the whole wig was covering the mouse, but I'm gonna be right back because it's in the other room. Never mind, I'm lying. I have it over here. I forgot that I put it here. But I sewed the first things together. Ooh. So I sewed this, if it wants to show up. I sewed these together. So this is like, it doesn't want to show up because it's way too saturated, which I don't know if I can change. I don't know. Ooh. Does it show it up better? Ugh. Does this look better? I don't know, but I'm just doing some things. But this is one of the pieces that I sewed, and all of these, like these pieces. There are 3 of these, and I used I stitched these by hand as well. If it wants to show up, where do I need to go? I think that looks a lot better, but I've got like, there we go. Because it's mirrored and stuff, but these are my stitches. Because I didn't do it on stream, it's a bit difficult to explain. But if I do it again on stream, I'll explain, of course, what I be doing. But yeah, these are the first parts. I couldn't sew the rest of it together because I don't have the green thread that I need, which is like really stupid because green is most of the things that I'm gonna sew with as well. So like, yeah, I'm very smart. But tomorrow I can buy some thread, which I'll do for all the things that I need. So I need to look at something though. If I still have that in half. There's one here. Oh, yeah. So as a normal person would say it. Okay. Whee! So I lost that one, which is it's okay. Although I hope this looks a lot better on screen because it was so white. Like, it made me feel like a ghost. But I do think I don't need this at the moment. That does feel a little better now. And now I just changed some settings like real quick. I don't know what I did, but I did something which changed something, I suppose. Yeah. Well, let's continue. That's what we're here for today, is to sew. And what I figured out is that I can sew one circle of this in an hour. So I will be able to finish this, I think. I am more chatty here than when I do it by myself. of course. But that's always the thing that I'm more chatty. Also, I should make a post for Instagram so that I can promote myself on the Instagrammers. So that maybe more people will join the stream. I don't know. It sounds kind of fun. Game stuff, yes. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I was at my internship again because I worked there today. And Braylee, hi. And I'm a little, I'm hiding. No. I changed some settings. I put a filter on the camera. So I'm doing a... Give me a second, by the way. I'm doing a post for Instagram. Oh. Yeah, no, the only thing I did was put a filter on this screen, because, I mean, look how white my hand is. It's not this white. I'm not a ghost. But yeah, let's got to put that. I'm trying to make a... Trying to promote myself. It's like a light. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Like, I'm just illuminating. Like, where here it was. Like, I'm just... But yeah, I don't know what I just need better lighting, I think. Or I don't know what I need to do. Getting close to the end. Yay, there we go. I forgot to do a little thingy, but we're back to sewing, because yes, very awkward and weird angles today, but we're here for it. Or at least I am, because I'm making it. But yeah, like I said, like the top of it is one of the annoying angles, and the underside is one of the more annoying ones. But yeah, how are you doing, by the way, Braylee? Or how is everyone doing? They having a nice day? Yup. Oh, nice. That's good to hear. I know, I just broke the thing because I didn't want to do what I wanted to do. But it's on the regions of my country are... that's not great. I really hope they can do something about it. About all these fires. It's not great. He's not supposed to do that. Oh, the big force. Yeah, here as well, but they're trying to combat that with making the... basically by making the ground more moist. Because, I mean, basically where we live, it's a swamp. Oh, yeah. And thanks to all the farmers, our land has been drying up. Because they kind of like have rule and saying over what happens to the water and stuff. Here in the Netherlands, which is actually kind of bad. Because, one, everything is burning up in the summer, which isn't good. And two, a lot of animals and ecosystems are dying because of it. So, in order to restore all of that, they're gonna have a ruling that farmers can't decide what happens. Yeah, the flora and fauna. Like all the cool creatures and stuff. And it's just better as well, because then we don't get forest fires as much anymore as well, which is just better overall, you know? Like, why wouldn't you not want to have fires? Because, and especially with drought as well, like, the farmers are gonna have consequences of their own actions, because the crops are gonna just die, basically. All because of their decisions. Or because they wanted to have growing crops throughout the year whenever they wanted, but not think about the consequences of that. Yeah. The farmers have a lot to say, but sometimes they big stupid. Or at least that's what I think. Of course, everyone can think what they want here. But yeah. So I really hope we don't get forest fires here as much as well. And just in general, like, if you don't think there is a problem, just look at everything that's happening and it's like, bruh, how can you not? Honestly. Oh yeah. Sorry, I saw I got some Discord messages, because very funny, they have that in either Italy or Spain as well, where they they sell those types of cakes. But yeah, I really hope you don't get none of the forests near you are gonna get or go up in flames again, because it's really scary. Forest fires. Yeah, the pancakes. Well, I think they were more cakes than pancakes. Oh, okay. But it was very scary. At least, you know. It was probably even more scary for you as well, because you were literally there. I was like, no, please stay safe. Because I really don't want you to get hurt. But like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Here comes the hardest parts. I think I'm gonna remove a few of them, because I know what I'm gonna do anyway with these. I know where they need to go. And I need to remove them anyway to sew them together. Or to sew them on anyway. I think I'm gonna sew these on different as well. But Just a little clumsy. But yeah, I do need to make more. Because it's not completely filled in yet. There's so much more to do. But we're getting there eventually. We're getting to the end. Slowly but surely. But yeah. Yeah, finally. We've been working a lot on this wig. Like, oh, I really don't like this angle, but it's the only way to sew this on. Oh, it's been more than a month. I started this in August last year. I've been working on this for 69 hours. Really. Very funny, I know. But it's longer than what I did for the first wig I made. And I'm amazed how fast I did that. But maybe that's also because I'm streaming now that it takes longer. Because I'm chatting and doing stuff at the same time. But yeah. But it's been a lot of fun. But I do want to get it finished as well. Because, oh yeah! For anyone who doesn't know, a cool streamer called A Crafty Jellyfish, they're doing an amazing charity event. If you don't know, Mermaids is a oh, what is it called again? Is an organization that helps trans and non-binary people with all sorts of things like yes, more words than hi atomic. Just gonna explain a little because I want to put this message out there because it's been a really hard week for a lot of people, especially the trans people and non-binary folks out there, and I myself have donated as well to Mermaids. And I just want to say a message because they're doing amazing and honestly a really hard job as well right now in the UK, because Mermaids is a UK based organisation that helps trans people there in the UK, and you know they are my neighbour and I do want to support all of my people there as well. So I put a little message in the chat with a link that I got from Jelly, from Jelly's message, so you can read there a lot more, and to Jelly's stream as well, because they are oh, how do we say that? I'm lost for words, but they're raising money. Yes, there we go. They're raising money for Mermaids this week, and they're also supporting a game that supports trans people and trans devs, so trans people that make games, and they are playing Celeste. They are doing a speed run, and yeah, it's an amazing game, by the way, as well. It looks very pretty, and yeah. Yeah, I'm on about Jelly as well, because Jelly's been really make me really happy this week, because you know, with everything that's coming out from Harry Potter and just everything around that, luckily I'm not affected by it as much, because I'm really good at avoiding things, but I can imagine that for other people it might be a really hard week. So if you want to go, and you don't have to donate, but if you just want to go to a chill stream that supports you, a crafty jellyfish is amazing. And yeah, doing a fun game. They're also making stuff for a giveaway as well, because you know they're doing a little event with speedruns, and they're gonna set a time, and if you win, and beat Jelly's score in the speed run, you get an amazing prize. And I just wanted to tell that because it means a lot to me, because I know it's really hard out there right now. So I want to do my part to support. I already donated, but to let other people know about it as well. So just spread some love this week all around, because some people really need it. But yeah, that's my little speech for today. And hello Atomic, welcome. We are very close to the end for the week. I need to make like 10 more wefts, but that's okay. That's on my part for not knowing how much I need to make. But we're getting to the end. I'm gonna do this little circle here today, and maybe these 2 rows, because they're the separation part. If I can get all of them, like this will be. Oh no! Look at that! Ta-da! It's gonna look like that. But there'll be more wefts here as well. But yeah, it looks amazing. I'm really happy with it as well. How it's turning out so far, but it's so long. Yes, parting, because that's the more difficult thing. But since this hair is enemy, I can cheat a little. Because what I tried to do with my first wig is like make it like realistic, with like where your hair parts is where you start. But since Venti has like a thing in front and then where the separation comes, I'm gonna try and do something like that, because it's anime. Like me. But that way I can cheat, because I've got like, this is the whole front, which you can't see, but there's the face. Yeah, invented the word. Yes, likes wine, but I don't, which is kind of funny, because he's like an alcoholic. And sending as Dremel doesn't reach. Cheat lawyer. Just pick an anime hairstyle and you can just cheat, because it's what they do in animes as well. They got like the front part, or like with art as well, they got like a front part, then the rest of the hair, and then the back, like majingis. And because I looked up some wigs of like Venti wig style, or like how to basically what you could buy. I wanted to look into that, and then I saw it at Venti, because I thought it was like a side part that he had, but he doesn't. That's just because of his front, like I forget the word for it, but there's a name for it. But yeah, he's at the front part, and then the middle part, like separating, or separation, parting, whatever you call it. But yeah, it's something like that instead. And I thought, because when you look at the picture, because you can't see underneath his hat in the game, so it is just a bit guessing, which is also nice, because I can hide this with the hat. Also, gonna, because there's something stuck. So I'll be there in a second. Okay, I'm good. There was just something stuck in my throat, but it's a very unpleasant noise, so muted myself for a second there. He's boing bears. I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny. But yeah, because that means this is gonna be the first thing we'll finish out of all the things I still need to do. Although I have made a start on the hat. I sewed a few things by hand as well, which is it's been quite relaxing to just watch a stream and then just sew along with either a crafting stream or a game that isn't Hogwarts related. Because I'm really, honestly, I'm very happy that the people that I've been watching don't play that game. And yeah, I'm really happy that I like Genshin, because everyone that I watch that games plays Genshin. Like, they don't stop. They're chronically playing Genshin, basically. Instead of being chronically online, they're chronically on Genshin. Which is quite funny, because I was that at one point as well, but then school began, and then I was like, oh shit, I can't do this anymore. And I play from time to time. Like, I probably... but I can't do that. Wait, I'm gonna have to check something. Because I don't know when the event will... I think I had another day, like tomorrow. Because I might have to... Because I do want to get the skin for Lisa. And like, I'm halfway there. I just need to fight a few thingies. And then I'm done. But... I'm really bad at those things. Luckily, we get 3 characters to fight with, which is always nice in these events, because you need to play with like multiple characters in that event, and then you like defeat things, and then you get a medal, and that medal depends on how well you did. And I always get bronze or silver, because I'm not good at the fighting in Genshin. Like, I get around with how far my level is. Like, I have one really good Xiao, by the way, which got complimented by a streamer that's, like, very, like, knowledgeable, or, like, he's very smart in how the games and the artifact system works. Oh, the artifacts, yeah. It kind of does, especially with, like... yeah, I guess. Confirm. Needs to download some shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah. They're very smart in it, and they say like, ooh, that's actually quite nice for a Xiao. And I don't have his weapon, unfortunately, because I don't pull on the weapon banner. Because I don't have enough Primo Gems for the weapon banner. Because, you lose... You don't get anything, or you just lose your 50-50. Like... the weapon banner is actual crap. Like, it doesn't do anything for you. Also, I changed the filter, or changed a filter on my screen, and now you won't get blinded by how white I am. So I hope it looks like... I mean, it's quite dark, the dark blue. Which, I mean, it's a lot lighter than what you see. But you won't be blinded by my hands. No, I think that's a lot better. Yeah, the weaponman is not even 50. It's like, 33%. Oh no, that's an awful uneven number. I don't like that. So yeah, it's even worse than I thought it was. As shown in the chat. But I really am happy with the weapon that I do have for Xiao, which is a 5-star weapon, which is already amazing, because I have like 3 or 4 5-star weapons. But I got it's the weapon for oh, now I forgot their name. It's not Yelan, but it's the one that was in Lantern Ride event. The one that trains with Cloud Retainer. I forgot their name. Again, because I have Genshin open on my phone. I can take a look in a second. Or almost. Because I wanted to check something anyway. Not Cloud Retainer, but the one that was trained by Cloud Retainer and all the other Adepti, but they aren't an Adepti. Yeah, I love it as well. I mean, blue, yes, it is my favorite color. That's why I have like one of my cosplays that I'm gonna make is dedicated to a black and blue wolf character that I made. Or like I got a wolf tail not that long ago at a con, but I was like, it doesn't really look. Wait, let me get to the character archive because I can look it up. Shenhe, that was the name. I got the weapon from Shenhe. I think it's the Queller. Yeah, nice. I really like. I mean I can just go to Shao's because I got C1 Shao. Look at my beautiful Shao. Look at this constellation. It's C1, guys. It's C1. Yeah. And the weapon that I got was the Calamity Queller. That was the name. Like, it looks very pretty, the weapon, if it wants to show up. Look how pretty. Yeah, I've got a beautiful phone. It's amazing. And it can run Genshin. My phone has not slowed down or died yet with all the updates. Like, I can play in Sumeru, or Sumeru, however you want to pronounce it. Although loading does take a minute if I don't have good Wi-Fi. But if I have like Wi-Fi, I can actually fight in the game. Like, I did a few quests and even events on my phone. Because I didn't want to sit behind my laptop, or it was really late and I was already in bed. But I go, oh yeah, I still need to do that, or, you know, stuff like that. But like, oh yeah, I needed to do that. And I can just grab my phone and play Genshin. This is why I've got a lot of screenshot of Venti as well, because I got Venti. Ta-da! This is my proof that I can play him. And he doesn't have a constellation yet. But I'm at level 70. And he's not that build that great yet. But I hopefully tomorrow, if you want to play, I can play around this time. Or like an hour ago. Like for you. I can play then. I can play some Genshin. And I really want to get some artifacts for Venti. Because they're really bad. Or does it put them in Kazuha? Yeah. I mean, if you use Kazuha more, then very understandable. I don't know, I just want to get better ones, I think. Because I think one of them is still a purple artifact. And I want to have a gold. And I think also for, I don't know what Shadow wants, but I think Shadow would also like some artifacts as well. For their characters, because... I mean, I don't farm for my artifacts because I can't. Because it's too difficult. But you need good artifacts to level up your characters in order to fight the monsters. So that's why I actually kind of need friends in Genshin. Unless you're that good at the game, but I'm not. Like, I think I do decent. I think I'm okay, but I'm not a pro. Definitely not. And I'm more there for the story anyway. Like, I do like the fighting. It's not bad. Although, I don't know, my brain can't handle all the difficult, like I can do a few elemental reactions and I get that concept, but like with the whole artifact stuff and all the stats that you need, and like, these numbers look good, I'll just do that. And I have a lot of guides that help me as well, because I'm like, I don't know what is good. Like, all of my characters that do have artifacts are probably trash, because I just don't know what is good and what isn't. And I'm really glad there are things online that help you with that stuff, because it's a lot of reading as well. Like that when it came out, put out really fun. Yeah. I do play some Genshin from time to time on my, like, when I went to like one of my internships that I went to, I would play Genshin on my phone in the bus, because it took a while to get there, and I was like, but I really want to do this event, and I have the time now, so I'm gonna just play some Genshin, you know. Just casually on my phone, because I'm really happy, because I got because my phone broke like last year in November, or no, even the year before that. So in 2021, in November, I think around that time, my phone broke. Like, the screen died and I couldn't see anything anymore, and I was like really sad because I had a lot of pictures. I was able to save a few of them, but not all of them, unfortunately. You can't save everything. But yeah, I got a new phone, and I'm so happy, because this is I had a Samsung before this, and now I've got a OnePlus Note 2, I think it is. And oh, let me tell you, it's a nice phone. You get really good pictures with it as well, which is just really nice, and it's just a really nice phone. It's probably not the high end and the best or whatever, but one, it did not break yet. I've got like only a teeny tiny bit of scratches, which isn't that bad at all, because you know, when you use a phone, it's gonna get scratches. And I could get one of those glass like protectors on it, but one, I don't know where I can get that done, and I don't know how expensive it is. But yeah. So far, since I also have the wallet phone case, like the one that with the flap, basically, where you can put cards and stuff like that. I really like that one, because it protects it a little bit more. Or I remember in like high school and stuff, when one girl would drop their phone and the entire screen was in shambles. Like that would happen to my phone if I on purpose threw it on the ground. Like, only then would it break like that. But I mean, what kind of phone? Like, cause I'm also used to, cause I had a Nokia as a alarm clock back when I was a kid, and those were bricks. You could not break them. I mean, if you not have seen the memes and stuff, it is true. Definitely true. And I don't know, whenever I have a new phone, they normally don't break unless I purposefully throw them at the ground. Only then will they break. Like, if I accidentally let it fall, like, nothing happens. Like, just nothing. Like, maybe the casing around it will get scratched or whatever. And maybe a little scratch here and there. But other than that, I have dropped this phone so many times and it's not broken. Yet. And it's just really nice. Because you think nowadays, because they break so fast, that are really fragile. And then when you get a phone that isn't, you know, that it's a lot nicer. It's really nice. And I'm just really happy. Because I can play Genshin, I can even play Roblox on my phone. I can do a lot on my phone and it's amazing. So if you ever want to decide to buy a phone, the OnePlus phones, I mean, it is an Android. Sorry, okay. Oh, this okay. You go and do what you need to do. I was just talking about how great my phone is. Okay. I just really love it. It's amazing. So I'm gonna...
The time is 9 o'clock p.m.
It's already 9 p.m. already. Time goes so fast. Things let up. Thank you for participating. I have silly iPhone. Samsung. Give me back Samsung. Yeah. I mean, to be fairly honest, I don't like iPhones. I think you buy it more for the brand than the phone itself. Because, I mean, there could be really cool and amazing features, but I don't know, if this constant fear that they're just gonna break when you hold them in your hands, like with this one at least, I know I can let it fall and it won't break, but like all the phones that I've seen broken on the floor at my high school were iPhones. And like, I'm glad I have a Samsung. Or Samsung, however you call it. Oh. Like, I just, no thanks. I'd rather have a phone that will live with me forever. Because like, I still have a phone. Yeah, I still have a phone where you can take out the battery. Which is like, it's an old phone, basically. But it's a Samsung. And it's still my alarm clock. I had it for like 2 years and then I wanted a new phone because it wasn't cool anymore. So I just kept it because I didn't want to throw it away because it was still a good phone. So I use it as my alarm clock because my Nokia died. Like, that one wasn't good anymore. So, it's like, new alarm clock. Either my phone broke. Hobbies. I had a bit, so, oh, it's a dull phone, yeah. Like, I mean, nothing against people that like iPhones, you know. If you want to buy that phone, good for you. I just like, no thanks, personally. And thank you for the hydrate as well. I'll do that. Just like, I'm just scared it's gonna break. And I don't want that because phones are expensive. But I still find it very cool that my first ever phone was one of the phones where you can still take out the batteries. Because you can't do that anymore. You know, with the Nokias as well that I had. You could just, if it wasn't working, just take out the battery and put it back in. It's like turning off and on your PC. Like, just turn it off and on and then it'll work again. And that was like the reset for those older phones. It was just take out the battery, you know. But now you can't do that anymore. It's like, it's so sad. It was such a cool feature where you could just, you know, be like, I can take out the battery, ha ha ha. Like, it was a very cool thing. Or at least I thought it was cool. I thought it was very awesome. Also, oh, that turned on. I was like, why is my screen so yellow? But that's because my nightlight turned on. Ooh, that's bright. Gotta... getting blinded by my own screen. But yeah. I'm just very happy with my phone. You don't hear me complaining. Now the only thing I want new is a PC. I would really get a better one. Just so that I can play games again, like on Steam and stuff. Because I don't want to get it on this laptop anymore. Because I don't want to overwork this laptop. Because it's getting kind of old as well. It's from 2017 or 16, I can't remember. But it's a HP laptop. Which is like a very good laptop. Well, I don't like that. Got all ruined. But yeah. So if you ever want to buy a new phone and don't know which one you need to get, just have a look at the OnePlus. And if you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to buy it. But I really like them. And I like them more than Samsung. I'm that old. I have a Nokia. Oh, that was a basic lol. I would a bag of rice would suit it. Yeah, the Nokias. They were the best. I can remember like, cause it was my alarm for most of the time, because it was too old to like a phone number. Like I do think I had a few phone numbers on it, but I didn't really use it for that purpose. But more so for my alarm, because it was just a lot more convenient to use it that way. But I used to play Snake so much at night. It's like it was my favorite game. And you also had golf on there as well, and that pool game that I never knew how to play. And I think there were a few others as well, but I really remember Snake really well. That I used to be like, okay, everyone's asleep now, I can play Snake late at night. Because I did not have a Nintendo DS at that point yet. I just had my Nokia. Oh, is it Jesus? Sorry. Cool Beans are live on Twitch. Yeah, Snake is legendary. Funny thing is, I saw like a newer version of Snake in the Play Store app. And I was like, are you reading my mind? Did you know I wanted to play this game? But my one favorite, because it's kind of like an older game, but one of my favorite phone games or mobile games is Free Flow. That's the correct name, right? Yeah, or Flow Free. I always called Free Flow. I don't know why, but it's this game. Oh, this game. It's like like a game where you also I just gotta show all these stars. You get them when you do them in like one try. I'm not addicted to this game at all. I just really like it, and it's basically you get like if I can go to the easiest one because the classic pack. You get like a 9x9, and then you need to connect the dots and fill in the space basically. And I'm really good at this game. It's just like one of those games that keeps you thinking, but like it does have ads now, but you can play it offline. So you can just turn off your Wi-Fi and still play it. And it's one of those thinking games that don't plaster you with a lot of ads. And isn't that like childish, annoying, like very colourful brain games that you mostly get now. It's just very cool. It is in dark mode all of the time as well, so it's really nice for your eyes. At least I think so. And it just because you can just play it because it's a very easy game, and you like if you get like one trick down of how to play one pack, because there are multiple packs with multiple like logic behind it and how you need to fill it in, and I don't know, it's one of my favorite games because it keeps you thinking, but it's also easy enough that you don't get frustrated, and sometimes you do need to think a little harder, but it's a lot of fun. So if you ever, and it's not that big of a game as well. So if you want to have a fun game that keeps your brain going but isn't like, I don't know, like the childish like thinking games, try out Flow Free. Yeah, there we go. It's one that my mom used to play as well, and I would like, haha, I'm better than you because I got more stars. It was like a bragging right, basically. They were like, yes, I'm better. And now today as well, it's like if I ever show this to someone, I'm like, look how cool I am. I got all the stars, and like, because one pack is like 150 puzzles. So there is a lot for you to do. So you won't be done that quickly, and the first levels are quite easy. And then you got a hexagon one, you got one with a passage, so that like you've got like walls inside of the grid that you need to follow, and you've got really difficult ones like the 15x15 ones. Although, like those do keep me thinking a lot more. But I can still get them done in one try. And the one that I do have a bit more difficulty with was the pot. Like, it has a little like socket where the colors are in, and it's like a little wall as well around it. And that one is a little bit more difficult for me. But I have not done that many yet, I think. Let me see. How many did I do of that one? Oh, no, it's Ibis. That's the drawing app. Yeah, it's the Pockets pack. And it is a 30 or 43 of them, and they're like this. Like, they got little pockets. And you can only go one way out of that pocket. And yeah, it's a big brain game. You really need to think with that one, which I just really like. And it's an older game as well, so it's been around since my first phone, so and even before that, so around 2015, I think. And nothing much has changed other than there's more levels, more puzzles, and now you have ads. But you can just turn off your Wi-Fi and you can still play the game. So, and you can also get, like, you can pay, like, €5. I was gonna say 50, but that's too much. But yeah, like, you can pay, like, €5 to get a free, the free app, but I'm like, I'm just gonna turn off my Wi-Fi and I'll still have the free version of the game. Which is, like, really nice that you can play it offline as well. So then when you're traveling, you've got a game, because most of the games that, like the puzzle games and stuff, you need Wi-Fi for them. Which is also one thing that I don't like. Like, why do you need the Wi-Fi? Is it for your ads? I think so. But yeah, this one you can just, like, if you're traveling and you just want to play a nice thinking game, you can play that one. It's very cool, very awesome. And I don't know how I'm gonna do this one. So I just really like it, if you can notice. And Maury, hello. Also, now we got a lot of cool beans here as well, and I keep forgetting to shout them out. But Maurice, hi. I'm working on the wig. It's very big. There we go. Yeah, and are more ease. Yes, they're amazing and cool crafters and and streamers as well. And they're also working on the cosplay for TwitchCon. So I don't think I'm competing against them, but they're making amazing cosplays. Like Atomic is making one for one of I forgot the name, but from Digimon. And Hatamoris is making one from a very cool cosplay that I forgot the name of, and also where it's from. But yeah, but they're so amazing. So go check them out when you have the time. They're very cool beans. And Hot Armories or Maurice, they also do actual blacksmithing, which is really cool. It's like, wow. and it just looks so amazing. Like, I haven't been able to catch one of your streams lately, but I do know it looks very cool. From what I have seen so far, like with the pieces for the arms as well. Like, oh, they're very cool. Like, I can't do that myself, and it's just like, oh, I don't know. I think it's very cool that you can do that. There, it's stuck. Blah. That's the only downside of this. Everything is hairy. And it gets all over the place. But eventually, once we do cut things off and style it, and I might also use some hairspray, but I'm gonna buy better one this time, because my first wig stinks of the puff of the spray that I used. I also used too much because it was basically like cement after I sprayed it. I'm not good at wig styling, but I'm going to try my best for this one. But that wig, I kind of ruined it with it as well, because I tried to glue things down, which was also just a bad idea. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah. Oh. Very, very cool beans. I'm also very curious on how it's gonna look when they're both done with their cosplays, because I know Atomic is making like wings, and I don't know if it's larger for life or for armor, but I think it could be larger of life because they also did some work on their wig as well. Atomic put some. Ooh, now I need to say that correctly. Highlights in the wig, which made it look a lot prettier, instead of just stale blonde hair. Because like if you look, I don't know if you can see, but if you look at my hair in real life, you'd also see like the lighter and the darker parts that in here. It's like not just one solid color, and Atomic really made that really beautiful with contrasting that with different hair that they sewed with the sewing machine and then sewed on. Which is like also like, I don't know how you would do that with a sewing machine, because I've never seen that before, or that trick, that thing. I did not see that before, how you would do that. But yeah, I think I'm forgetting something. But yeah, Maurice, I hope your day is going well, by the way. I think I forgot to say that. I hope it's going well. And I hope you're doing well as well. So, sorry that I forgot to say that. I was a little distracted. But Maurice is also making a very cool cosplay from Hades, I think it was. But I'm not sure if that's correct. Because I kind of forgot again. I'm really good at remembering names, guys. I really am. I'm the champion in remembering names. But yeah, they're making an entire armor, and it's so cool. I really can't wait till it's finished. Like with everyone who's participating in Twitch, kind of like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see it, all of us like finish, and like doesn't matter if you get in or not. I think everyone who's participating in making cosplay is so cool. And I'm just rooting for you to get, like, for everyone to get it finished in time as well. You know, for everyone to get a chance to get in. Because that's all so exciting. Oh, it's going to be really tight here. I mean, I could remove these just in case, because it's a bit getting in the way. Just a little bit though. Just a tiny bit. But yeah, today I'm just working more on the wig because we're getting closer to the end. It's like a lot of hair, and it's very hairy, but it's really beautiful as well. And I do need to go back with the style, or we call it the stijltong in Netherlands, or in Dutch. I completely went Dutch there for a second, but it's stijltong, and I keep saying style. But style staying isn't an English word. But it's a straightener. Gee. But I do think I need to go back with the straightener. Because some parts I thought I did well enough, but just not quite. It isn't quite there yet. But I think it'd be best to do that when it's all sewn on. And when I'm done with styling it as well. Because I'm going to need to do that as well. I'm going to need to style this wig and cut it down because it's really long. Okay, I can show you in a second. Oh, it's so long. It's like, if one mistake that I made is making the wefts too long, because I don't know if you can see it quite well, but here's my hand, and this is how long it is. Wait, I can probably show it better on the other screen. Ooh, look how long this is. Like here's where the chin is. that is so long. And I mean, these ones need to be longer because they're gonna be braided. And I can still make those shorter, but the rest is just so long. It's and I did make shorter wefts for the last 40, because I made 40 more. I've also, because I like to keep track of those things, I also counted how many wefts I made, and in total I used 118 wefts. Thank you for the hydrate as well, Brightly. It's just it's a lot of wefts. It's like 30 more than the last wig, or my first wig, whatever I want to call it. But it's a lot of wefts, and I wanted it because I wanted to have a bit more volume, especially on the top this time. That's why I'm also making more, because I've got like not that many left. Because I do have a few already pinned out, like the separating or parting of the hair. I already have everything for those, and then I have 4 left. And I still need to fill in quite a bit. So, yeah. I'm gonna sit up a little higher, because then I can see it better. Because I can actually make it stand now. It's not laying on a table anymore. Which is quite nice as well, but it's still... This whole wig is just weird angles to sew on. And since I don't have those fancy, like, headstands and clamp thingies, I'm just gonna deal with my piepschuim. I don't know the English word for it, but my piepschuim head. It's like, I bought this at a fair as well. I got like, at that fair I got like 16 euros, and I used 10. I think it was 10 euros for this head. And I was like, yay, now I can... I don't know why I bought it at the first. Like, I just wanted to have it. Not the kind of thing. And then I was like, ooh, but now I can make my own wig. Or like, I wanted to put a wig on it, or... I don't remember why. But I have it now, I suppose. And it's been helping me out a lot, which is nice. I've been able to make my own wigs. Styrofoam, yeah. Thank you. Also, hey. Alex? I hope I remembered that correctly. But welcome. How are you? Hi. Yes. Yes, I remembered. Yay. I remember correctly. Gee. But yes. Hi. I hope you're doing well. We're really far on the wig. I'm doing this one, or this little part right now, and then we're done with this whole circle that we did so far. And then we're getting so close. We're getting closer to the end. Because I did a lot of work on the wig off stream, by the way. I sewed a few rows off stream. So that's why I have so much progress. Nice, yeah. It is very nice. Because I want to get it finished. I just want to get something finished so that I can say, I'm gonna make it till the deadline. And I also started on the hat as well. I did some hand sewing, which was nice. Very relaxing. So, but I forgot that I still need to buy some thread for the green fabric and a few other fabrics as well. I'm gonna buy them tomorrow because I worked today at my last internship and I got some money. Like, it's not the official way to work at a place, but I'm really happy that I could help them out. They really needed it. Like, they got new people that have an internship there, like 2 of them. And they've only been there for 2 days, and she's already busy again. So I was like, I'm free today. I can help. I was like, yes, please, help me. So yeah, now I got some monies to buy thread and maybe some other things as well. I think I'm gonna buy the leather paint for the shoes so that I can at least do those as well and let them dry well, because that's like one of the easier things to do, because they're like, the shoes that I have are really pretty and I really like them and I can run in them. Wee pretty, but they're black, they're not brown, and Venti has brown shoes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint them with a really good leather paint, or at least that's like it's the Angelus leather paint, and I from someone that has actually or they didn't finish it, but they did a shoemaking study. So they went to college to make shoes, basically. Or to learn how to make shoes. And bags and other stuff with leather. And I thought, like, hey, do you maybe know like a good leather paint brand that I could buy from? And they're like, yeah, the Angelus leather paint is really good. I'm like, oh yeah, because I did hear them talk about it, but I did not know how to spell it. But I found the one that I like. I just need to buy it, which I can now, and the rest that I will have left I'll save, either for the corset or just to go to Paris in general. I know, but it could like 1.5 hour or half an hour left. Like, can it stay in there? I don't know. I'll see. Because I think I'll finish this and I'll try and start the beginning at the separating parting thingy majingy. And then because I am gonna stop at 10 o'clock or 10 p.m. because I'm gonna go and do a lot of stuff tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be back Sunday because we're gonna do some decorations. I wanna redo the flower, like, because I printed one out, one extra out by accident. So I've got like 2 sheets, which one of them I can just change and then see if I like that more for the flower, because I want it a little bigger, a little bit more volume to the flower, and then that flower is done basically, and then I can just cut those out and sew them together. And then I maybe also want to start on doing some clay work, so that I can make molds for resin. Because I got some clay left and I think I could use that to make some jewels. Yes. And also try something for the vision as well. But I'm not quite sure about that one yet. I do think I'm gonna need to look up at some videos or tutorials or whatever there is on the internet about it. Because I've never used resin before and I don't have a lot of it because it is expensive. But thanks to Alex, I was able to buy it, which I'm really happy with, that I could buy it already. So that we can do that as well, and I'll be sewing stuff off stream and or on stream whenever I want, I suppose. But for Sunday I have the decorations planned in, because I also want to try the leaf as well, or the leaf. Yeah. And not only to Alex as well, but to Jason helped us as well, and someone else, but I forgot their name. But they're very lovely people. And they're very generous. That's why I have changed my goal 3 times, because I think I reached it 3 times, or I did 2 times. I can't remember if this is the third one or the 4th one. But yeah, it's so nice. Where I'm gonna make this cosplay so cool. So cool now. So I lost my thread. No. But yeah. So exciting. So getting a lot of messages. Woo. Sorry, there's just some fibers being funny. But yeah, all cool things gonna happen. And then like in 2 weeks I'll have a vacation as well, which I'm probably gonna stream a bunch. Like probably Wednesday and then the Friday and then the Sunday again. But maybe not the Sunday. Or maybe not, no. Because very exciting news. But I'm gonna have my surgery in like 3 weeks. I'm very nervous. But it's gonna make me really happy. Which is just... it is for my mental health. And physical as well. But I am really nervous. Because it's getting closer and closer, and I've got like 2 weeks of school left to finish like a bunch of stuff before my exams. Which also doesn't help. Because like I would have like 2 more weeks after my like vacation to work on it all. But I'm gonna be at home in my bed. So yeah, I don't think I can do much, unfortunately. But I'm gonna see how it is all gonna turn out. Which is also why soon I won't be able to stream as well. Because I'll be on a break. I'm gonna take a sneaky little break to take care of myself and heal up from my surgery. Because like I literally can't do anything because it's like it's a pretty heavy like surgery on your body, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel, because this is also gonna be my first surgery ever, which is also why I'm really nervous, because I don't know what it's like to have a surgery, and I really hope it's gonna go well and there aren't gonna be complications and stuff. Well, you had a few. Yeah. I mean, I hope they were for good things, but if not, that isn't the best. Wig, yes, we're still working on the wig. Also talking about in 3 weeks I'm gonna have my surgery. I'm so excited but so nervous at the same time. It's not a good combination, but it's for the best. Oh, okay, that's good. Because sometimes you do have surgeries for like pretty like not that great things. Like, I can't come up with something at the top of my head, but for some people they're not that excited to get a surgery. For some it's a little less happy, but I'm glad it's for. And like mostly you would get a surgery for good things, I suppose. Maybe I'm very good at making sentences, yes. Very smart. It's why I play Flow Free. It's the best game of 2023, I tell you. You need to play it. It's on mobile. I don't know if it's on iOS, but it's on Android. It's a very good game. It's for the biggest of big brains. Yes. And yeah, I talked about that game not that long ago. But I really like the game. Because we started talking about that because I got Genshin on my phone. And Brady was really surprised by that. Or Eliberto in chat. I was like, yeah, like Genshin and Roblox are one of the only games that I have on my phone, other than, Free Flow or Flow Free. I always say Free Flow. I don't know why, but it just sounds better. Like, can I rename this? Thank you. Can it be Flow Free or nay, Free Flow? Now I said it the wrong way. Yeah, it's a very, very nice game if you want to do something. Think, but not that much. But yeah, we're getting really far because I only need to do this little bit. And then I'm almost gonna need to say goodbye. So I think I'll finish this one and then start on... Or should I pin things first? Because there are a few things I want to see if I did correctly. Oh, and it can be... an Irving... So they're pretty easygoing. Only thing I didn't like was having like a bunch of doctors looking down on you, and I was pretty much only wearing a hospital gown, and then they bring a bunch of nurses and you lay there like the whole cast. Oh yeah, I can get that. It can be very intimidating to have a ton of people just look at you and stuff. So like, I'm not that nervous about about the people there, because I've heard them on the phone before, because I'm gonna have like one more appointment on the phone to talk to like the person that's basically gonna do the surgery. Like there's a specific word for it in Dutch, but I don't know the English word. But basically the most important person there. I mean, I won't see his face, but I at least know what he sounds like. But the thing I am the most worried about is being so uncomfortable that I want to cry. And then like I'm pretty good at crying, but I just don't like crying in public. I don't know, it makes me embarrassed, even though you shouldn't be, because crying is a normal thing. It's okay to cry, but I do really think I'm gonna cry because of how nervous I'm gonna be, you know, and also because I find it scary because I've never been on the anesthesia as well. I think that's the word. At least where you go and sleep. Oh, give me a second. That was my mom telling me my laundry is done. But I'm like, I'm still streaming. But I'm gonna do it in like 15 minutes. Yeah, it'd be fine though. Could be worse. I put myself actually in the hospital. Oh. Yeah, if it's only crying, I mean, I'm not gonna be the first person there, and I'm not gonna be the only one that's gonna have that surgery. And where is the music? Or is it just, it's the one that ends and stops really slowly? Okay, random song, here we go. But yeah, I'm not gonna be the only one there, so I think they're used to it a lot, but I am just, like, I myself am not. It's just, like, understandable. You probably won't have the surgery more than once. And, like, you would only have either... How do you say that? I don't know. Difficult words go brrr. Because I know them in Dutch, but I don't know how to translate them. But basically, if something went wrong or it doesn't look as pretty, you can, like in half a year, you can do another surgery to make it prettier, basically. Make it look the best it can be. But that's the only reason why you go back. But if all goes well, you don't need to. Like, only for, like, appointments, like, right after. Because I'm gonna go back in, like, 1 week, and then in 6 weeks after the surgery. And then technically after 6 weeks, I am able to go back to streaming. And I'm gonna take it slow. And I'm probably gonna do more of the hand sewing part of the cosplay. Because I think, like, I won't do it like this because I won't be able to. I still have scars. I sort of got used to them. Yeah. I'm probably... It's gonna take a while for me to get used to them because I'm very sensitive to stuff like that. Because... I still need to get tested, but... I do think I have autism, and it might be because of that I'm just more, like, aware of just everything on my body, which doesn't help sometimes. It really gets in the way of your day sometimes. That's why I like this hobby as well, because it just takes my brain away from everything for a while, and I can just do cool crafts, and now I can talk to people as well, which just distracts me even more. But yeah, the scars are gonna be one thing. It's gonna be really weird at first, I think. Like, that feels different. And of course I can't touch them like after the surgery because they're like, I'm gonna wear a binder and I'm not gonna be able to take that off because I need to wear it for like 24/7 for like 4 weeks, and then here and there I can shower, but I probably won't smell the best. I'll probably be very stinky. But that's okay, because I mean, I would literally have a surgery then. You know, it's a good excuse to be stinky. Some plastic wrap. Yeah, I guess I'll see. I'll see what I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna be able to do, of course. I have too long of a thread. I don't know. I'm very fun or very weird, but I am actually better at working with longer threads than smaller threads. Can ask the docs. Yeah, I'll ask. I will asking a lot of questions, and especially my mom as well, because they aren't a nurse, but they do, like, they're in the field of healthcare, but more for older people. Like, they take care, because they, like, a lot of old people here still live in their own homes, but they still do need healthcare. So that's what my mom does. She cares for the people in their own homes. And she took a leave from work so that she could take care of me, basically. So she got 2 weeks off from work. So, you know, she can bring me food or help me take care of my scars or like wounds and stuff, and help me recover the best, which is really nice. Because, you know, I don't think I can do that on my own. And I think she will ask a lot of questions as well, because she will be the one here at home with me the most. So she will probably ask a lot of questions as well. And I mean, it was a lot of information, but I did read a lot of PDFs that I got sent, and it's a lot of information that you need to, like, just have read once, but some things are, like, pretty important to remember. So I'm really happy that she read them too, because I'm gonna forget a lot of things that were written in those PDFs. Or, like, the documents that got sent to me about, like, yeah, this and this you need to do for this and this and this, and or this and this and that and that. And it made all the phone calls a lot easier as well, because I read them all, which is like, they asked you to read them, like, hey, read them before this, and blah blah blah. And like a good person that I am, I did everything they asked me. And apparently I'm healthy as well. Which is like, when I look at my eating habits and how I don't exercise all that much, I'm like, how am I healthy? Explain. I don't get it. Because, yeah, for a lot of other people, if they were to eat and do the things that I would do, they would be fat at that point. And I am not, and it's a big confusion. Which I'm still surprised about, like, how? What am I doing right? But it is probably just has to do with my body, and that it's different from other people. It's just very big, strong. And apparently I do eat enough, which for other people would be too much, I suppose. You need it. Ooh, yeah. The only exercise that I have is running up the stairs and biking. Because like I mean I can bike like 12 kilometers in like 45 minutes. It's like, I think that is good. But since I'm so used to doing that, I don't really see it as exercise. But maybe that's just a Dutch thing as well. It's just like, yeah, it's just 12 kilometers. That's nothing. Because, like, per se, tomorrow I'm gonna bike like 12 to 13. No, then it'd be 24 to 26 kilometers in a day. And for me, that's like, oh yeah, I'd be just a normal bike ride to the place I need to go to. Don't bike my chair, not really a thing, yeah. Probably has to do with the infrastructure there as well. Because since it's in the Netherlands, the infrastructure for biking is really good. And since, like, we're a very small country, so everything is close by, so it's a lot easier to get around by bike. Or just walking in general. Oh, yeah. That's, like, if you can walk as well, that's good exercise as well. Like, 20 kilometers. Or, like, it's kind of unfortunate, but the public transport went on strike again here in the Netherlands for like an entire week, and one of my classmates walked like 2 kilometers to a next bus stop to hopefully get a bus. Eventually they did, but they walked a lot just to get to a bus. And I think I did walked I think 5 kilometers, because my bike, the wheel, mijn band was lek. How do I say that in English? My tire was flat, but then of my bike. I don't know if that makes sense at all. But basically, I could not bike. Yeah, flat tire. That was the thing. Like, flat tire. I could not bike, because if you bike with a flat tire, it'll just get worse. You instead of just replacing the rubber, you need to replace the entire wheel. Bicycle tire, yeah. Because, I don't know, but when I say flat tire, I think of a car. But of course a bike also has tires. And I don't know, it didn't sound correct, but apparently it is. But yeah, that's the only reason why I would walk a lot. Because I mean, now I guess I could walk with my dog to a lot of places. Because I have a doggo. He's very sweet. And his name is Apple. Like the fruit, not the company. But he's very cute. And I could walk with him, but I don't really have the time. Because I've planned so many things. But I think, like, in my summer vacation, I think I'll have some time. Oh, you have to... I mean, you can walk your cats as well, if they like to wear a harness and stuff. You can always do that. But yeah, you don't have to. Of course. But yeah, I could. And they're probably the only reasons why I would walk. But other than that, I would just bike. Because I like biking a lot more. And from time to time, I do walk to the store if I'm too lazy to grab my bike. Because sometimes I am that lazy. Because it's like a 7-minute or 10-minute walk if I'm slow. But it's really not that far, which is nice. Which is why I love the Netherlands as well, because everything is just so close by. You can just go from point A to point B in so fast, and it doesn't matter what transportation you have. Yeah, you enjoy walking. I mean, walks can be nice. I don't know. I don't really have the motivation to walk. But that's with most things, like sports and stuff. I don't have the motivation to do it at the moment. Or at least not the right motivation. And one thing that I would love to do, like in the summer, and at least when I am able to do it again, but I would love to swim again. Because as a kid, I enjoyed it so much, but puberty ruined it for me. Puberty ruined swimming for me. And I think that after my surgery, I would really like to do it again. Like, because I was really good at it as well. I did it beautifully, as my teachers would say. And I would really like to go back to it. And if not, I would also like to do ice skating. Like, either, because I don't know, I don't think I could do figure skating, but maybe, but that one also kind of rough, but ice hockey. Pretty good swimmer. I live not far from the, oh nice. Yeah, I don't, like, I don't know if it's an hour away, if it's close by, but I'm not that close by to the coast. But I went to this place where you would get like swimming lessons.
The time is 10 o'clock p.m.
Thanks, laptop. I'll stop in a second. In a minute. I'm almost there. And then I'll stop. But at the place where I would get swimming lessons, they teach really well. And that's why I was really good at it when I went to like school swimming lessons, because that was a different, like, it was a program. They don't do it anymore, but I had that as well. Then it's small, you are away from everything. Yes, basically, like, for me, because I do live in a very central place, I can get like to a lot of different cities in like half an hour. And with any kind of transportation, like, if I go to one city on the bike, it will take me an hour to 45 minutes. But it's still a lot less than other countries. Like, it would take you an entire day to bike to a city in different countries, I think. Like, because I did, at one point, I biked 85 kilometers in a day. Or like morning, from my friend's house to the beach, and it was like from very early in the morning to midday, which is kind of a reasonable amount of time for the afstand. From like the I don't know the word for it. But yeah, we're very small. Just like me, I'm small. If you can see, I'm just I'm so small. I can't even look over the head. Yeah, we only have like 2 big cities. Will take 5 hours. Yeah, distance. That's the word. I am very good at words today. Actually, if you can tell already. Well, thank you so much for keeping up with my beautiful beautiful sentences. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I only did it once and then never again, because my butt, it literally turned into a stone. Like, you would really need either a really good bike or like those special pants with like the cushions in them, so your butt doesn't turn into a rock. Because it hurt. After like 85 kilometers, that's a lot. That's the most I've biked in a day. This fine. But nice. Yeah. My Dutch is okay. But that's mostly because of my dyslexia. I'm not the best at it. But yeah, just because someone else here, I don't know if you know Hebe's Asylum, but they're a Dutchie as well, but they live in Poland now. And sometimes when I'm here as well, and she's here, I'm like, oh yeah, what is that word again? Because I know it in Dutch, and then I would say it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's that word, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Because sometimes I do struggle with my words, because then I know how to describe it, and I know like different words to describe one thing, but I know in the back of my mind, I know there is a word for that certain thing that I'm looking for, but I could just sometimes I just can't find it, which is the annoying thing. I can't find it. So like, cause my friend Shadow, who's also our lovely mod here, which they ain't here, but that's okay. They also help out sometimes with that as well. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you don't mind. But I find it very nice that, you know, some people, like, they understand what I'm talking about and then just give me the words. I'm like, yay, now I know how to properly make my sentence. Because I do struggle with it. Mostly because of my dyslexia and probably a lot of other things. But that's why I also want to learn to speak more English as well. Just to get better at it. But then I get worse at Dutch and it's a never-ending cycle. Oh, but I'm almost there. Just need one more thingy. There we go. I lost my scissors again. Where did there now? Put them. Boop. Snippy. I taught myself English. Oh, you taught yourself English? I read that as thought. But cool. I learned it via school because basically you learn a lot of languages here because they were like, no, we're not gonna be like the other countries and be stubborn and not learn languages. We're just gonna learn all of your languages so we can communicate better. And I think it's also with like trading and stuff, since we're really good at that, we're like, we just want to learn so many languages so we can basically make more money. I just watch a movie with subtitles a lot and I read, yeah. Like for me, learning English as well as I do is also because of movies and especially music as well, to just listen to it and then mimic the words basically of how you pronounce the stuff. And that's why some things are more British and some things are more American. Because it all depends on if I watched a certain person on YouTube and stuff, or because I did watch, I know right now it's a bit sensitive, but I did watch Harry Potter. But when I was a kid, we had the movies, and that's very British as well. And Lord of the Rings as well. Lord of the Rings and The Hobbits. Better movies, by the way. 10 times better. But yeah. I finished the little circle thingy that I wanted to do today, which is nice. I'll probably continue with this and making more wefts off stream. And this is how... let me show you better this. This is how much hair we have to cut off later. Like, the face, like, kickaboo. It's a lot of hair. It's a lot, but I do really like how it's turning out so far. We're really gonna need a style that's, like, really good. I feel like, but I think we can do this. believe or believe it. I have been watching Naruto. And I just had that sentence because he says like I watched like the older like Naruto, and he really says that a lot, like believe it. And it's quite funny, but also like, yeah, have that motivation, and yeah, you go. What would I want? I don't remember what I want to say, but I'm glad we finished this. We also have a lovely message in the chat about mermaids. I talked a bit about this earlier, but an amazing crafty jellyfish is raising money for this charity, which at the moment is basically fighting for human rights in the UK. I forgot to say that earlier, but they are doing an amazing job. I myself have donated, but if you also want to support or spread the message, I've put a link from Jelly's message. So I got it from her in the little message, so that you can also read about mermaids as well. They're a UK-based charity, and yeah, they just help our lovely trans and non-binary people there in the UK, which is at the moment a very rough time for them at the moment. So yeah, if you want to spread some love, or you just want to go to a chill streamer as well, a crafty jellyfish does crafts. They do cosplay as well, and they're gonna start on a really cool cosplay soon as well. But right now they're raising money for a very important charity. And yeah, if you want to know more, you can go to their streams as well. They're streaming tomorrow and Sunday, I believe. I don't know. Like, they stream almost every day unless they have a migraine, because they have chronic migraines, unfortunately, so they can't stream every day, but at least they try. And they're just very, very lovely being, who is raising money for a very important charity at the moment. So wanted to spread that little message for the end here as well. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming today. Yeah, you should check it out, because honestly, they're fighting a lot of mean people at the moment in court. I won't go into that because yeah, it is a bit, it's not fun. It isn't, because yeah, it's not fun, but Jelly really knows how to explain it the best as well, because I like I said before, I don't get out of my words really well, but I put the link in there so that you can read on it yourself as well, and just to raise awareness and support for a very important group in society that really needs the help at the moment. Like, they really need like help, and just overall more support, because a lot of people recently have been ruining basically the image of trans and non-binary people, which is just really tragic. It's like, we're not like that at all, and it makes me really sad. It could be my laptop as well. It's very loud. But I think it's my laptop. If you're hearing any background noise, because it's a lot more closer to my laptop, my mic. So, oh, it was okay. All that. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for joining. I will be back on Sunday. I'll still have the message up, because they might be streaming when I do. So I'll be like, go check them out. They're live right now. Because you can claim a duck as well if you donate, or if you have a lot of channel points, if you already know them. You can steal a duck, because she has ducks. I don't know what else to say. I think the last little thing is, like, if you want to know, I've got a little Discord if you'd like to join, and also YouTube, because this is gonna be on YouTube. Hi. Because I'll put this VOD on YouTube as well, so you can watch it back. Like, it's kind of like an archive thing, so all of the streams for this cosplay will be on that YouTube channel. Yes. So yeah, you can watch everything back as well. I think that's all I wanted to say. So yeah, thank you all for joining. I won't be really into anyone because I need to do a lot of stuff. So I won't have the time to say hi, but there's a lot of other cool and amazing crafters in Makers and Crafting, or Crafters and Making. I don't know which one it was, because in Dutch we have a different name. Makers en ambachten. Very, like, it sounds very posh. Like, oh. But yeah, so if you want to go to another crafting stream, you can check them out. All the cool beans. But for now, that is a bye-bye. So, bye-bye everyone. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.